Jukebox is in full demon mode. After what we seen her do last week, laughing, pulling guns, shooting at everybody, we know that Juke is about to take it to a whole nother level. Now, we're not sure when she actually joins the police force, but right now, let's just say the streets chose this lifestyle for Juke. She's too comfortable now, and even Kanan is starting to realize that. Now, Juke is just out and about drinking, probably reminiscing over here at the bar, thinking about Mara and all the bodies she caught. But I think she's gonna go head first into the game. She might get right next to Kanan because remember, the questions about Famous have still been unanswered. They did pull the Toolies out, but they didn't get anything answered that they wanted to. Now, before we jump into this and break down the rest of these photos, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. I'm on that road to 75,000 subscribers, so I appreciate each and every one of you. So this is episode 7, exclusive photos. We all been wondering what's next for Joyce. Now, I was going to say she looks like she's deleted here, but we looking back and we can see the vitals. She is all right. But both of the sons showing up to pay respect or just to visit her, this is going to be something we need to watch, especially with Rock not showing up since she's been back at the house. Now, she's asked both Marvin and Lulu to take her out, and neither one of them had the courage to do it. So we're just waiting to find out which one of them are actually going to step up and do it, or is Joyce going to go peacefully? I personally think that Rock is going to be the one to do it because we know how Rock is. We've seen what she did to Scrap. We've seen what she did to Howard. So Joyce, I don't think Rock would be too far off to do this. Kanan's still trying to find out who robbed him. He doesn't know that OC's following him. And when I said Jukebox is going to be head into the game, that's because Kanan got a lot of new people around him. He's starting to level himself up. He's got to bring in new people because when you get to that bigger scale, just running it how you were running it, it ain't going to work. So Kanan is either asking people about what they heard because we're hearing that there was a crooked cop, a dirty cop. Could that be Malcolm Howard? Kanan needs these answers, and he also needs to watch his back because of OC, and whatever OC's doing, he's a deadly game. This might not end good for him. Seeing Rock and Marvin having a sit down with Snaps and Pops is very interesting because we need to know what exactly is this conversation about. Is this about Kanan? Is this about them expanding their territory with Stefano? And then Hazif wondering how is Southside Queens going to be split up? We know Snaps and Pops ain't backing down. They got money. They stay in their territory. They invest into everything. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out, especially once Rock levels up to the point where it's like, hey, my son is getting money from you. He's getting my product. Or this could be her proposition. Hey, look, I got product for you. And we can see Snaps and Pops say, look, we don't deal with the product. We don't deal with the work. Whatever Kanan gets is what Kanan gets. But we don't negotiate no deals. And I think we'll start to see finally Snaps go off. We haven't seen his character really do what he's supposed to. We know that he's really in the game like that. So he's probably telling Rock and Marvin, correct yourself coming up in here. The same way he talked to Marvin is the same way he talks to Kanan and Unique. So let's see that. Snaps and Pops turn up. Unique is back and he's going to pay his visit to Snaps and Pop also. Now this could be before we seen Rock and Marvin go in there. And this is where Snaps and Pops is saying, we deal with who we deal with, and whoever can get us the best product, that's just where we're going to go with it. So do what you got to do. Now, Unique, on the other hand, he's probably going to say, I don't run things like my brother. Snaps, you know me. You know what I'm about. I'm about that business. So he might be bringing his business proposition to them also the same way that Rock and Marvin are. And both sides are trying to get that territory that Snaps and Pops have a little stronghold over. Seeing Kanan and Jukebox talk, this is what I mean by Jukebox going full into the game. She's catching bodies. She probably wants to know, Kanan, what's the next move? She was in the army. She doesn't have a job. She's just in the city. She ain't in school. So she'll be around Kanan more. Now, I do have a theory about her and Crystal getting into it. And that might be the reason why Kanan is always going to be upset with Juke for the rest of his life. Because she might be thinking that Crystal is the one that set Kanan up. Or has something to do with, like, let's just say OC comes up missing. It could just look like, okay, Crystal, every time you said something, Kanan moves, something bad happens. Plus, we know that there's a little bit of animosity on Juke's side because Crystal had her jump. So I could see Juke potentially taking out Crystal, and that makes Kanan mad at Jukebox, and one of the reasons Juke leaves. What you all came here for, the photo between Unique and Rock. When we seen Breeze pull up to the house, we were like, oh, here we go. He done broke in and ate the butter pecan ice cream. Now he done told Rock, I'm taking everything back that's mine. So Rock, she's gonna have to stand down, and with no weapon on her, very, very vulnerable. But we know Unique still loves Rock, and we know that she potentially loved him from what she told Juke. So do I believe he's gonna delete her? No. I'm thinking he's gonna be trying to get at her and let her know, hey, I'm the big dog. I got Quan back. I'm fucking with Phil Russo. But she's up under Stefano and got her own deal going on. So we're gonna have to see how this plays out. But I don't think Unique got it in him to harm Rock, just disrupt anything that she has going on, specifically the money. It does look like Rock finally shows up. That mirror right there, yeah, you need to look in that mirror, Rock, and get right within. But it looks like she's showing up to talk to Joyce. Now, this might be her last opportunity to actually talk to Joyce and get whatever she can off her chest. So I'm interested in seeing that. But I also know that Rock does have it in her to take Joyce out. Now, it might hurt because that is her mom, but I can definitely see Rock coming over here and doing what she got to do. If it's by the morphine, maybe, but I think it might just be Rock unplugging something, maybe no oxygen or something along that line, and just walking out the house. And then she might have to tell one of the siblings, I had to do it. I couldn't deal with Joyce anymore. You know what I mean? That's just how Rock is. And we wouldn't be against it because we really don't need Joyce. We know the whole storyline about her and how it was with Elijah. And I can see Marvin saying, I don't really want to deal with Snaps and Pop. I don't know what they got going on. I'm trying to make things happen. I know a lot of people are trying to point the fingers at Marvin taking out Famous, but I don't think that happened. But these two, they're going to be running around the city. The meeting with Snaps and Pop probably isn't going to go how they want it. So we'll see how that plays out. But let me know what you think. I'm Mo.J. This is the exclusive photos for episode 7 of Raising Kanan. What do you think the outcome is? And what bodies do you believe are going to be dropping? Because we need some bodies and somebody got to go. The streets need a body. RIP to Famous. We need to find out who did it, if it was a dirty cop or not. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jamie on the beat, boy.